Hi, I'm Robbie Bullough with wide receiver Cody Hoffman. What are your thoughts here on the first couple days of spring ball?
I think it's going well. We got a lot of new guys stepping into the program. Younger guys need to step up and prove some points, and I feel like it's going well for them.
What are you able to learn by not being able to participate fully, obviously, but just by being there watching but working with the new coaches?
I'm learning the offense right now because it's a little bit of a change with the offensive coordinator and everything and the new coaches. But at the same time, I get to watch the defense, learn their tendencies even better, and hopefully be able to exploit them when I get back.
So what has happened since we last saw you on the football field, and what's your timetable to being able to fully participate?
I had labrum surgery the first week of January, and so the timetable right now is just to be able to get me back and healthy by the start of fall camp. So we'll see how that goes.
I know you're close with Kyle Van Noy, and he had the same surgery in the offseason last year, so has he been able to talk to you about that?
Yeah, he was there for me when I first got my surgery. He knew what it was like post-surgery, and so he was there for me and telling me the little things to do to take care of it and be able to get the recovery I need to be back on time.
Which shoulder was it?
My right shoulder.
Are you right-handed?
Ambidextrous, actually.
Okay, so you were able to write left-handed and everything just fine?
Well, I was only able to not write for a couple of days, so it wasn't too bad, but I mean, I like to type instead of write anyways.
So it didn't really matter. Just do everything
really
left.
matter,
Okay,
no.
That works. Guy Holliday, in particular, the new wide receiver coach, very different as far as energy level than Coach Cahoon was. What are you able to learn so far in these first few days that you've been able to work with your new coach?
Just the fact that he knows what he's doing. Just looking at his resume, he's put a lot of guys in the NFL, so we know he knows what it takes to get us to where we want to be, and he's not going to give up until he knows that we've reached our full potential.
He told me he was very familiar with you because you frankly lit up his UTEP team in 2010 in the New Mexico Bowl, and he was excited to come in and lead you in your senior year. Have you talked about that game at all?
Every once in a while it'll come up. He'll talk about it or I'll talk about it just to create a conversation just because it was in the past and now we're joined forces. So it's fun to look back on, but we got to move forward.
Are you the kind of guy that likes to have something that you can just pull out of your sleeve every once in a while to let a guy know that you had him once?
Yeah, it's always nice to be able to pull that card if I need to, but at the same time, they had a receiver that scored 3 touchdowns on us, so I mean, it's kind of like a fair game, I guess you could say, with just me scoring 3 and him scoring 3. So I'm just glad we're on the same team now.
I did give Brian Logan a hard time about that, by the way, although he only scored 1 touchdown on Brian. I think the other 2 were on Brandon Bradley, but you were very much like Kyle in the offseason, had a decision to make whether or not you would return for your senior year. You decided to come back. Why?
I just felt like there was a lot of unfinished business. With school, I'm almost done. I graduate in December, so I know that if I left early, I probably wouldn't come back to finish my degree just because there'd be so many distractions that I'd be faced with. So it feels good to be able to come back. And then just as a football team, like I came here as a freshman, I want to be able to finish out on top as a senior.
The schedule that you have this coming year, an opportunity to do some special things, did that factor in as well?
Yeah, it definitely factors in, and having such a tough home schedule is always nice considering we were on the road for the majority of our tough games last year. So to be able to come here and play in front of the fans will be a good last experience for me.
How different do you think the BYU offense will be in 2013?
I think it'll be really different. Just from what we've seen so far, the tempo's a lot quicker, the plays are a lot more simple, but at the same time we're going to be moving fast and create problems for the defense.
You played in a Robert and I offense your freshman year when he was still here. What have you seen that's similar, because it's the same, Robert and I, but how has things changed because of the 2 years he spent at Arizona?
I feel like the offense is a lot faster now, just as a whole, whether it's getting to the ball faster or just making better plays. But yeah, I feel like it's relatively the same and the same concepts that we're learning right now. So, it's for the better. I think we needed it, and I'm glad that we have him back.
Have you kept in touch with Coach Cahoon at all?
Yeah, he actually texted me last week just to check on my shoulder and see how everything was doing and see how the new coach was and everything, see how everything was going.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's just hanging out, looking for jobs. Hopefully he'll get an opportunity somewhere.
Yeah, we all hope that. Coach Holliday is the only non-LDS coach now on the staff. You're also non-LDS here at BYU. How does that help you? And maybe in your experience in the past with Coach Weber, maybe was it important to you to have someone that you could go to and talk to that might understand your experience here at BYU?
It always makes it better when you feel like you can relate closer to somebody. Even when Coach Higgins was here my freshman year, I felt like we could relate closer. But Coach Holliday says that me and him come from similar backgrounds, so I feel like if there's ever any problems that I'm in, then I could just go talk to him.
Is there going to be much of a learning curve for the wide receivers with the new Robert and I offense, and also with what Coach Holliday wants from you guys?
I don't feel like it'll be different. I think the biggest change is that Coach Holliday wants us playing faster. Coach Cahoon was really a technical guy, so I feel like we played a lot slower, and Coach Holliday wants us to move faster, and we'll probably make more mistakes just thinking about it, but at the same time we'll be going faster, so it'll look better.
There's certainly pros and cons about both approaches, but which do you prefer? Which do you like better?
For
as far as the faster or the more technical, slower finesse?
I feel like definitely the faster. I feel in the NFL, I feel like they play a lot faster, and they're probably destined to make more mistakes. But at the same time, it's also good to be able to rely on the technical abilities if you need to.
Okay, thanks, Cody.
Thanks.